Let's get the obvious cliche line out of the way immediately. The big news at Buick is small. The all-new Encore compact crossover is like nothing the brand has ever done before, and really, there's nothing quite like it on the American market.
Really, this is really kind of breaking the mold, and we think that this is a size and a segment that is really going to become popular going forward.
Think of the Encore as a fun-sized enclave. It's the same width as a Kia Soul, 2 inches higher, 6 inches longer. Not a very big vehicle. Buick is previewing this pint-sized CUV in Atlanta, Georgia. It's definitely got their modern design cues, and classic ones too. Wouldn't be a Buick without portholes, huh? The stubby silhouette gets a few swoopy strakes to give it some grace. The roof rack is standard, so is a rear view camera. As long as I'm on safety, know that there are 10 airbags on board and a very strong structure.
The cabin area is 66% high-strength steel.
Under those portholes is a torquey 1.4-liter four-cylinder. Yes, you heard that right, 1.4 liters. It's turbocharged and puts out 138 horsepower. Certainly, Encore is not a revival of the Buick Grand National. A 6-speed automatic is the only transmission. Shift manually on the lever. Push-button start is not available. Weighing in at around 3,200 pounds, the small turbo gets the baby Buick to 60 in a little over 10 seconds. Encore is more about fuel economy than power. Front drive models are EPA rated at 25 city, 33 highway. Of course, all-wheel drive drops that by 2 or 3 mpgs. Good news, it drinks standard grade gas. The 6-speed transmission is very smooth, which is a good thing because it's working quite a bit to keep the engine in its proper power range. The ride quality is a good blend of comfort and control. Buick doesn't do floaty anymore. It's fun to fling about in city driving. The turning radius is less than a Mini Countryman. With small windows, rearward visibility could be better. Remember, Encore rides high, so chucking it hard into curves at high speed is not overly rewarding. It's pretty easy to creep up to 80 miles an hour on the highway if you don't pay attention, though. Buick's, of course, known for being quiet cars, and Encore keeps that track record going. There's an acoustically laminated windshield, thicker side glass, and lots of sound deadening material. There's also Bose active noise cancellation, which is standard. Using tech from the headphones seen everywhere on airplanes, 3 microphones and a processor create a reverse waveform that's pumped through the speakers to quiet the cabin, though the engine is definitely heard during hard acceleration. At least it's not coarse. Moving to a small vehicle used to mean sacrificing style, quality, and features. That's not the case with Encore. It feels roomier than you might imagine, partly due to a higher driving position. Soft touch materials look pretty good. Available dual-zone climate control will keep couples happy. There's storage here, 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 and here. You just might lose stuff. The leather seats on my tester are quite comfortable even after 170 miles of driving. There's power and memory, though rake is adjusted manually. They're heated as expected, so is the steering wheel. That's unexpected. Blind spot warning is not available. Other safety tech is.
You can get lane departure warning, forward collision alert. We have front and rear park assist. We have a hands-free navigation system on the car, an infotainment system.
Encore gets the IntelliLink user interface. It's laid out pretty simply. It is not a touchscreen, though. Since the screen is located up closer to eye level, this knob is used to select all the stuff you want. Connect a smartphone, and its data plan lets you stream music from Pandora. Hope you have unlimited data. A Bose sound system is standard, though audiophiles will want to upgrade to the premium version. You can also stream Bluetooth audio, check out the weather forecast, or argue which movie to see tonight. Would love to see this before it leaves the theater. Not going to happen in Georgia, though. Encore is definitely on the small side. You might think it's cramped back here, but you know what? Not too shabby. Since the seats are up high, there's plenty of leg, knee, and foot room. Kind of surprising, actually. Storage in the door is handy. Both seats get pockets on the back, and a nice touch, the power outlet is a standard home plug, easier to charge up computers. There are belts for 3, keep it to a couple, and there should be few complaints. Really? All right, I'll nitpick and grouse that the seat tracks could be better finished off. I'm at a press launch in Atlanta, so obviously cannot do the TP trunk test, but for reference, my luggage. Buick says 6 bags of groceries will fit back here. That seems about right. There's a cubby and bag hooks. Here's a neat trick. The security cover gets its own storage slot if you need to haul something on the tall side. Not all cars get spares these days. Encore does. Split rear seat backs open up a good amount of room, and to help compensate for the small size, Buick engineers included a folding front seat as well. Nice. They say it will swallow up an 8-foot-long rug for those who do that kind of thing often. So, who is going to buy Encore?
Professionals who maybe don't have kids yet or just have a small family, and they're looking for something that gets great fuel economy, it's very agile, maneuverable. And then you have the other spectrum where you have people that are empty nesters that are coming out of maybe a larger car like the Enclave.
In the past 5 years, Buick's demographic has become younger, closing in on the average age for the industry. A base price of $24,950 with destination should help that trend. Well equipped, it's about $28,000. Check every option box and the price shoots up to $33,700. I'd like to see more power, but Encore is a very unique vehicle with no real direct competitor. It will be interesting to see how it does and what it does for Buick's image. Special thanks to Chris Pockert from Autoblog for patiently driving back and forth and back and forth and back and forth so I could get the running footage. Always a great guy to talk to. A fun fact before I go, the wheel design might change, but all Encores use the same sized, low rolling resistance tires. That made it more cost efficient for the engineers to accurately dial in the precise ride quality that they wanted. This Buick is assembled in South Korea from a global platform that's also used for the Chevy Trax crossover, which the US doesn't get.
We really spent a lot of time tuning and developing the Encore for the North American market. And we were able to do that with a team that's really global. The homeroom, sure, for the engineering was in Korea, but we have engineers all over the globe that engage in our vehicle development, and we can leverage that size to really put out a vehicle that we believe is really tailored to each individual market, wherever that market may be.
That's my preview of the 2013 Buick Encore. If you're watching this on iTunes or YouTube and you've got a question, please go to the website, drivencarreviews.com, and post there. It's much, much easier for me to answer your questions there. drivencarreviews.com. That's Driven. I'm Tom Voelk.